statement shared on social media, Revolt TV announced that Diddy has stepped down from his position.
In court docs obtained by ET Thursday, the R&B singer accuses the media mogul of creating a pattern of
money. So I don't see that that same behavior. If somebody were the type to be out for the money, I think you know that a little earlier.
Jason Lee could be labeled a self-made millionaire through his YouTube podcast, but it's a known fact that he ought to be awarded for gossiping. It seems like he tries to get his nose into every affair, and he has received a fair amount of criticism for this. However, Lee recently made a revelation that stirred the Hollywood industry. If you were wondering who Jason picked on this time, it's Diddy. Watch on to find out what he revealed. Jason Lee was originally dragged online for defending Diddy after Cassie filed her SA lawsuit against him. But now the Hollywood Unlocked boss has come around and weighed in on the Diddy drama. A few years ago, I was in New York having lunch with a friend. I'm not going to say his name, but you know who you are. He says to me, "Yo, this industry is crazy," and he's a model. And I was saying, "Well, tell me, like, what do you mean? Like, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen?" And he says to me, allegedly, "I was hanging out with Diddy and Cassie once, and he wanted me to do crazy things with her while he watched and allegedly played with himself and filmed it." Jason Lee said,
"This lawsuit is crazy. And Diddy might be crazy too. I remember back in the day, I'm not going to say a celebrity because when I throw my friends under the bus, I get in trouble. But they went to a Christmas party at another record industry person's house and said that that person said that Diddy was the devil. That's what they said. Now, the lawsuit goes on to allege that there's lots of drugs involved and that he kept her drunk and locked up in this psychosis of drug and alcohol. So she was living in a trance, just going along doing all the things that Diddy wanted to do and afraid to leave. But if you blew up somebody's car just who liked you, wouldn't you be afraid to leave too?
However, there are claims that Jason Lee decided to expose Diddy after the rapper's company Revolt dropped his podcast. Revolt couldn't afford to renew the Jason Lee show due to a restricted budget amidst the crisis. The TV network has had to struggle with finances recently as Diddy, one of its co-founders, had to leave. In case you didn't know, the record executive stepped down as chairman of the TV network around November. Although the move was considered temporary, TMZ reported the story. The Instagram statement from the network read that while Mr. Combs had previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. It didn't end there, as Jason Lee revealed that AT&T pulled out of sponsoring Revolt. In addition, numerous brands have either severed ties with Diddy or are currently in the process of doing so. What adds to the severity of the situation is the withdrawal of AT&T, a significant sponsor for Revolt. AT&T played a pivotal role in promoting the brand and sustaining the show. This has led to the recent downtime at Revolt. Lee revealed that he was setting up a dark and abrasive interview with Aubrey O'Day that will focus on the recent SA allegations made by Cassie Ventura against Diddy. The former Danity Kane singer, who used to work extensively with Diddy while signed to Bad Boy in the 2000s, shouted out Cassie on social media after the R&B singer's lawsuit against her ex went public. However, O'Day was upset to see that the former couple settled the lawsuit. She said, "It isn't easy to take on one of the most powerful people in this industry. May her voice bring all the others to the table so we can start having more transparent conversations about what is happening behind the scenes." The same day, O'Day alleged that Diddy was predatory towards her while Danity Kane was formerly signed to Bad Boy. Danity Kane was formed on MTV's Making the Band 3, but the group briefly disbanded in 2008 when O'Day was fired from the band and kicked off the series. Last year, O'Day spoke on the Call Her Daddy podcast, alleging that Diddy fired her because she wasn't willing to do what was expected of her besides talent. She said Diddy made advances at her and that she was the only girl among Danity Kane that was put in these positions.
I wasn't willing to do what was expected.
Rumors of Diddy's orientation have been making the rounds for quite some time. 50 Cent sent a jab at Diddy on social media in 2017 using jokes. 50 Cent uploaded a picture of openly gay Empire creator Lee Daniels embracing Diddy, and he wrote in the caption, "Lee, so you want the role or not, Puffy?" Puff, "Yes, okay, I'm coming over later." Lee, "We have to wait till later?" LMAO, "Power coming soon." For some time now, Diddy's orientation has been trending in the news, with many fans and industry players insinuating that the Bad Boy Entertainment founder was a closeted homosexual. 50 Cent fueled this rumor when he claimed that Diddy invited him to go shopping. But the rapper declined the invitation because he felt that scenario was too play between a man and a woman. It was during the wedding of his late manager, Chris Lighty, that the Bad Boy Entertainment CEO allegedly asked him if he could take him on an all-expense-paid shopping spree. The G-Unit leader was taken aback by the rap mogul's gesture and even called him a fruit pie.
Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it like.
The controversy surrounding Diddy's alleged orientation gained further momentum when 50 Cent disclosed his discomfort with attending Puffy's annual all-white party. 50 Cent claimed that he stopped attending the event because of an awkward hug from the host, who embraced him in an uncomfortable way. While 50 Cent clarified that he wasn't claiming Diddy was homosexual, the behavior raised suspicions. Despite his attempt to defuse the situation, some fans remained steadfast in their belief that Diddy was hiding his true orientation behind a Playboy facade. They argued that how he hugged 50 Cent was a romantic gesture typically exchanged by two people in love. As a result, fans theorized that Diddy might harbor unspoken romantic feelings for 50 Cent, and he expressed them through actions rather than words.
Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call.
Curtis isn't the only person who has spoken about Diddy's alleged shady dealings. The Game, another rapper, recently shared his experience on how Diddy traumatized him when they both got together a few years ago. This revelation seems to have reignited the dying fire on Diddy's true character. According to The Game, despite rolling with Diddy for 2 years, the Bad Boy Entertainment CEO never facilitated a studio recording session despite presenting demos to him. The rap mogul consistently redirected the conversation, opting instead for a lifestyle of partying and clubbing. According to the rapper, Diddy showered him with extravagant gifts like Rolex watches and gold chains, treating him to expensive shopping sprees. Despite the glamour, The Game relentlessly pressed Diddy to hit the studio and create some musical magic. However, Diddy seemed more interested in traveling across nations, indulging in leisurely activities. The Game envisioned a powerhouse partnership between himself and the renowned producer, so he aspired to sign with the record. However, the dream of a musical alliance between The Game and Diddy was shattered when Diddy revealed unexpected plans that didn't involve hitting the studio. It would have been better if it ended there. The Game's revelations added another layer to the narratives made by 50 Cent and others, which is about Diddy's orientation. In response, the music mogul vehemently denied any affiliation with the LGBTQ community. But can we believe him? It is understandable if it was The Game that gave Diddy generous gifts, but eyebrows will surely be raised as to why Diddy showered The Game with lavish gifts, when it was clear that the aspiring artist was eager to ink a deal with Diddy's label. The Game, in the early stages of his career, was hungry for success and recognized Diddy as the key to turning his aspirations into reality. However, Diddy allegedly leveraged his influential position to seek certain favors from The Game in exchange for extravagant parties and costly gifts. The narrative suggests a power dynamic at play where the veteran producer used his industry clout to compromise the aspiring artist. Fueling these speculations are long-standing rumors about Diddy hosting exclusive all-male gatherings where young men are introduced to a lifestyle aligned with homosexuality. Rapper Exhibit recalled such an incident back in 2009 when he sat with Foxhole Radio for an interview. According to the paparazzi crooner, Diddy invited him and Kareen Steffens to hang out at a club. When they got there, they made their way straight to the VIP section, but it was empty. While Diddy was doing his business, they went down to the main lobby to grab a free drink. They were bobbing to some great music when Kareen pointed to one corner where Exhibit saw two dudes kissing. She then pointed to another corner where one dude was dancing without some clothing. These scenes shocked Exhibit as he wasn't prepared for such. He explained that he had been to many clubs, but he had never stepped into a club with such activity. Fans who listened to the interview suspect that Diddy might have been trying to lure Exhibit the same way he did for many. Diddy has faced numerous allegations, but is Lee's claim of being one of the victims accurate? Let us know your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and click on the next video for more Inside Gist.